Honorable, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. The smile on your face says it all, but it's been hard work. But at the end of the day, your perseverance and all the support that you get, or all the support that you had, really stood tall. One area that a lot of people may not have really heard about, but I also understand that it was because of that group that hard work into it. And because of that group, we saw, I think, the most gargantuan umbrella we have seen in recent times play a part in NDC's victory. And I'm talking about the Big Boys and Girls Club. How easy or difficult was for that group of which you are their chairman?
Well, thank you very much. Let me say that we saw this election as an election where every NDC person must put hands on deck. So we felt as a group, all of us are NDC supporters in one place, and what we felt, we've been together for years, but we felt that this is a time we need to maximize our resources, put our energies together, and see what contribution we can also do in order to ensure the victory of the NDC in the elections. So for almost 2 years now, we've made various contributions. Let me say this first. Initially, we thought about supporting the parliamentary candidates. So we've been supporting parliamentary candidates. We go to their constituencies, we help them with their campaign. A lot of them love sports, so sometimes we organize football jerseys and then organize galas and things to support them, to show out their support. Then we came to the realization spiritually that we need to make the umbrella spiritually have a relationship with the voters in this country. Just as the MPP did with that huge elephant which they made across the country over the last 8 years ago, 2016, before the 2016 elections. So we thought about it, and so we got some of our friends who are into those areas to see how we can get those. So we got 2 big umbrellas. Immediately we got them. We presented them to some of our people who are into, let me say, Christianity and Islam, to do what they have to do about them. So they prayed, they subjected the whole umbrella that anywhere the umbrella is mounted, anybody who comes into contact with the umbrella must have that empathy with the NDC. After that, we presented it to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and he was happy and encouraged us. So we started a tour with the umbrella. We took it to the regional capitals. For every region, we chose 2-3 constituencies, and we sent them there. And what we made, and it was fun because when you go, people just want to take pictures with the umbrella. They want to stand under the umbrella and take pictures. So we saw that what we intended, the spiritual affinity that we wanted the umbrella to have with people, was becoming a reality. So it encouraged us. So we did what we have to do. The umbrella, everywhere the umbrella went to, we won the seat. The NDC won the seat. And I'm very happy. One particular constituency that I said I was a bit surprised was Second D. The umbrella made the most prominent presence in Second D. It was put on a hill, so almost everybody in Second D who came to the NDC campaign launch saw the umbrella. Many of them wanted to take pictures with the umbrella, a lot of them. And then we took it to Winneba. Winneba, we mounted the 2. We mounted one at the runabout and mounted one at where the manifesto was being launched. And it was a scene. And it made a great presence. All of a sudden, all the regional chairmen were asking for the umbrella to be sent to the regions. So we did. We did send them to all the regions, and it made impact. And I want to say that I am excited. I'm proud of the group. I'm proud of the big boys and girls. I am proud of their contribution. Apart from the umbrella, let me say they also printed T-shirts and donated to everywhere the umbrella went. They donated T-shirts to the parliamentary candidates. They also supported activities of the campaign in those constituencies. So the big boys and girls, I want to say thank you. Uh, you've done a yeoman's job. Just as the MPP some time ago had a young executives club, the big boys and girls have grown into a formidable group, and I'm sure that the next elections they will even do better than they did in this election. So let me take the opportunity to say a big thank you to all of them. And let me say a big thank you to all the PCs who also had a relationship with the big boys and girls. And let me thank them for their contribution. We can't just undervalue and underestimate the contribution they made. Money, financial contribution. They also contributed in kind. They also contributed their time and energy. Some of them left their jobs, traveling, buying their own petrol, driving their own cars to the regions. They slept in hotels in the regions, paid their own hotel bills, took care of themselves, and even contributed money to some of the NDC activities in those constituencies. Some of them had their own T-shirts, scarves, every paraphernalia that they could have, they sent it to the constituencies to support the parliamentary candidates. On behalf of all those parliamentary candidates, I want to say a big thank you to the big boys and girls. They made me proud as the president, and they made your mama proud. And I know that this is only the beginning, and I know God will recompense them in whatever way whatever money they spent, God will reward them abundantly, and they will encourage to do more for the let me say sustainability of the party, and for us to be able to retain power in 2028 and beyond. Because what we started, they are not people who are ambitious. I would say they are not political animals, people who want to occupy political office. They are businessmen. Some of them are public servants. Some of them are individuals family men. A lot of them. Some of them left their families for weeks, and it's only somebody who is committed to a cause who will do that. And so I am happy. I'm so the big umbrella has come to stay. It's a big thing, and our brother who brought the concept up, for one reason or the other, I wouldn't want to mention his name, but I can say that it's a good thing, and it's a good vision he had, and that vision has become fruitful. All of us who contribute to that vision have made the group proud. I know from today, people will begin to be much more interested in activities of the big boys and girls.
Honorable, thank you very much for sharing that explanation with us. At least now the whole Ghana knows the essence of the big umbrella. But now that the NDC is in power, for those of us in the sporting fraternity, we obviously would want to see an advancement of sports in this country. With your background, I need not ask what kind of vision we should be expecting. But for the average Ghanaian who has been supporting sports in Ghana, particularly football, which is the craze of the nation, things have not gone too well for Ghana sports. Things have not gone too well in a lot of areas. What, in your opinion, would be some of the expectations we should be looking forward to, some of the inroads that will be made by the incoming National Democratic Congress, so that we can all put on our flying ties and laugh all the way to the bank?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any promise outside the realm of the manifesto. The section of sports was well thought of. I was very much involved in the crafting of the manifesto on sports. I contributed a lot. So for every Ghanaian, I would say is that we will be determined, and we'll do everything possible to make sure that whatever we put in the manifesto regarding the development, the management, and the promotion of sports in this country would be done. And I also want to pledge and to assure people that, as we have said, it's not going to be the same thing all the time. It's going to be a resetting. Sports, every sporting discipline in this country is going to have the desired attention, and we'll make sure we encourage other sporting disciplines to also stand on their feet. As I was coming here for this interview, I got sad when I got to the Accra Sports Stadium, and I was asking myself, is that a stadium where millions have been used for renovation? The whole place was dirty, the urinals are bad, and I could Just look at the bill and say, how many people will see this infrastructure, the integrity of this infrastructure, and want to feel safe and secured when they come here to watch matches? So we'll look at all those issues. Trust me, whoever the president assigned to the Ministry of Youth and Sports will have a bevy of experienced hands, knowledgeable hands to support him or her to deliver on the mandate that the people have given us for the development of sports.
Which means that in a nutshell, in 4 years, we should see proper sports development in this country, all things being equal.
I have no doubt about that. I can assure you that sports could possibly be what will win this government another term in 2028, because I can promise you we will deliver. You see, people should know that John Mahama wouldn't be so unkind so to make sure that after his term, the next person who will be contesting on the ticket of the NDC will not win elections. John Mahama will want to govern in such a way that it will be easier for the next person who will come after him to win in the elections and then win again and again. The NDC is determined not to lose elections after 4 years, after 8 years, after 12 years. We want as much as possible Ghanaians to believe in the NDC as the only political party that can advance their interests, welfare, and their prosperity.
Honorable, we thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us. Yes, there definitely will be more time for us to talk. But I know you also love football, so maybe I'll push you a little bit to the wall. Looking at the current dispensation, Hearts and Kotoko have a big game coming up in Kumasi on Sunday. From what you have observed from a distance, how do you think it will go?
Well, it's a long time since I watched a match between Hearts and Kotoko. I don't know, but you see, there's no incentive for you to go to the stadium. Who are you going to watch? The standard is so poor that you don't feel any motivation, any inspiration to go to the stadium. So, well, I wish the two teams the best of luck. There's a lot for us to talk about football, but for now, I'll reserve my comments. I will say our football needs a revolution. Our football needs a revolution. And as we have articulated in our manifesto, we will take a deep, and a very, very instructive look at football and what we need to do to revive football, to make football become the beacon of hope for many in this country.
Honorable, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.